Ladies and gentlemen, it is January 2021. Let me start off by saying Happy New Year. I hope you thoroughly enjoy this one. I hope you have some kind of growth, and I hope it is way more positive for those who experienced a negative year during the previous that just passed. However, a lot of us fall into this trap that we set up for ourselves. Every single December, we hype ourselves up to believe that the upcoming year will be way different than the last. A snake doesn't shed its skin suddenly in one day. It happens in a process. The old skin, the new skin is vulnerable, completely vulnerable to the atmosphere around it before it becomes hardened and rough enough for the snake to handle the surfaces that it will move around on. We need to be the same with our lives. Shedding is a natural process for every single animal, and so should it be for your life. Make shedding a natural process for your life. Toward the end of the year, we have renewed energy, and we tell ourselves it will be different, that the next year will be different. Well, today is January 3rd, and you should already be thinking that the next year will be different from 2021. How will you make that happen? That's the question that you need to be asking yourself throughout the course of this video. A few years ago, I told an old friend of mine that you have the first 3 months of the year to cleanse yourself from toxicity that's around you. Get rid of everything that you know for sure, that you are certain without a shadow of a doubt that will hold you back. And at the same time, start the process of moving forward with what you have planned for the year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Growth Quest, the business and personal growth podcast for those of us who want to make something of ourselves. The podcast of the next century, where iron sharpens iron. I am your host, Mel Solomon, and this is episode number 7. Stay tuned. Well, welcome back. And if you're still here after the whole intro, that means there's something that captivated your interest. So I will choose this time to ask you to please like and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you feel that these words can reach out to somebody that you know, please do not be afraid to share this video. So how will you answer the question? How will we answer the question that I proposed during the intro? The first in this step is people and their energy. And if you have a pencil or a pen and some paper, go ahead. Feel free to kind of pause, go gather that stuff, and start taking notes. So the first, people and their energy. Just because they choose to be around you doesn't mean that they are there to truly make you great. I have people in my life that I honest to God, care about. Right? Love them to death. But as long as I know that they are alive inside, I am good. I'm good. Just let me know every so often, hey, I'm still here. Glad to hear from you. Glad to see you. Love you. See you later. Right? But I don't have to be in constant contact with you. Because I know and I understand. I understand that there's nothing that I can do for you. And there's nothing that you can really truly do for me. In fact, coming together might just add some kind of toxicity. So it's good that we acknowledge we care for one another as friends, associates, whatever, and we keep our distance, right? Family, whatever we are. However, keep those around you who you know for sure are solid-footed, solid-minded, whatever the solid is, keep them around you. Keep those people who care about your growth around you. People that don't want you to remain stagnant, keep them around you. Why? Because they will push you to be better. Those that you know constantly push you to be better, keep those people around you. The push doesn't always feel good, but they have your best interest at heart. How many times have you heard somebody that had a beef with another individual say, keep that same energy when you run into me? How many times have you heard it? It's a proven fact that by ourselves, we can fall out of frequency. We tend to lose that energy that we had at the beginning of the year. That energy that's keeping us going. But some people in our lives act as natural generators. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Those that don't act as that generator, there's a time and a place for them. If they act as leeches, cut them off, burn them off, let the bridge fall under the water. Whatever you need to do, get those people, get those leeches out of your life. Those people who act as time wasters, there's a time and a place for them as well. When you have time to actually waste, maybe you want to invest some of that time in them. But also keep in mind that time is money. If you spend $30 at McDonald's, for some of you that are watching this video, that can possibly be 2 hours of work for some of you. So if you're spending some of that time with time wasters, what is the yield that you're getting back? And that leads me to point number 3. And the last point, wrapping it up, right? You gotta wrap it up. So the last 3 months of the year, that'll be your overdrive season. That's your overdrive time. All right. You'll be wrapping up the summer season. You'll be getting into the holidays. You'll be getting into wanting to spend time with family. That's your renewal period. If you wrote down everything that your plan, your vision board, all of that, if you wrote all of that down, that's the time that you can now start to self-reflect. That's when you can return to all of that and see if you hit everything on target like you intended to hit it. That's where you can start checking off the list. And if there's certain things that you have not hit yet, you're in overdrive time. Go ahead and hit it then and there, if possible. You can let it carry over to the next year, but you're going to hit it in that next year, right? You're also wrapping up old things as you prepare again for another season of shedding, another season of growth. That is the final portion. You got through the rest of it. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you like what you heard, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're listening to this on audio only, please subscribe on the platform that you're listening to it on. I can be found on Instagram, Real Mel Solomon, Parler, Mel Solomon. I can also be found on Twitter as well, which I'm normally really never on, but I think I'm going to start getting on there just for purposes of trading and seeing what's going on in the world of investing on Twitter, right? I think that's the fastest way to get any kind of news nowadays. But anyway, thank you for your time. Your time is valuable to me, as I hope my time that I'm giving you is valuable to you as well. I will see you next week, unless I decide to do one of my midweek videos. Until then, I am Mel Solomon. Enjoy the rest of your week.